Hi, it's Sin. Welcome to the Pre-Patch Podcast. You maybe want to check out the patch notes since you guys aren't here live watching it, or I don't know, downloading our stuff or listening to us everywhere. I mean, one of the best podcasts on the freaking internet, for God's sake. Is that good? Okay, good. I'm going home. But I want to talk about a new game that is in beta, closed beta right now. I don't know, Scruff, you've been trying to get into this, right? Like you haven't been able to actually get into it.
Yeah, because I went to their Steam page and I guess I had requested access probably as soon as that popped up, but I don't even remember doing it. But I've never gotten notified that I've gotten in or not. So
Okay. Well, the game that we're talking about is called The Finals. And this is done by, so Nexon is one of the publishers, so take it or leave it there. Whether you're going to have pay to win aspects or what it's going to, how, they're going to kind of nickel and dime you to death. But it's done by Embark Studios, which is a new studio that is, they are ex-DICE people from Bad Company 1 and 2. And the concept here is that there are multiple teams of 3. I think there's 5 teams of 3 or 4 teams of 3. I'm trying to go back to make sure we have a good enough amount of time for gameplay. And you are basically competing in an arena style where you have to go and grab a money box and deposit it. And you have 3 separate classes. There's a light class, there's a heavy class, and there's a medium class. And they each have their different guns, and they have like their different abilities and all that kind of stuff.
Is the heavy class the fat guy?
better be.
The heavy class is the
I was actually
heftier of the
I was
larger.
actually gonna ask because the FOV, like the POVs, was
That's
like
hilarious.
throwing me off super hard because whoever you were playing as is like way taller than everybody else.
I'm like genuinely shocked that they're not in trouble for that.
I think that's
Body shaming.
I'm genuinely shocked that all of the characters look like standard like esports pros. Is that intentional?
Right?
Yeah, so they
It looks
have
like it.
so the character customization is dog shit. It doesn't matter. The outfits are kind of where, in the store where you can go and get stuff and deck your character out. And they have some really good ones. Like their outfits are actually pretty decent, like better than what's in COD right now. So
I mean, this is like themed for like a big game show, right? Like that's the idea of
kind of,
this
yes.
game.
Like you can see there, like on the right hand side, like there's people in the stands. So the
Yeah.
idea here is that you're in a virtual reality world where you are competing and your virtual self is here, right? So you're hooked up to some VR like Ready Player One
Haptic
style of
suit.
thing.
So,
Yeah.
so if this game ever goes VR, like in real life, you'll be a virtual
You'll be-
reality in a virtual reality.
Yes,
Virtual
you'll-
reality
You'll be in a dream inside of a dream.
Yeah.
But so here, like the gameplay of it, and what makes this so impressive is that all of the destruction that you're going to see while we're doing this is all server side, which
Yeah.
is really crazy. So like you can literally blow up anything and everything. And you're seeing me like throw down like these gas grenades and these like goop grenades or whatever else. And it's so you can kind of basically terraform the level, completely like destroy buildings, like bring everything down, pick stuff up, throw it, canisters, all that kind of stuff. So it's and it doesn't lag, there's no
That
hiccuping,
was
no
the
nothing.
biggest thing. When I first heard about this game, I'm like, they're shooting high. That's very ambitious to try and pull something like that off. Is
I
it
mean, if
working
they're-
like pretty well? I mean, this is looking
If
pretty good.
they're ex devs from DICE, then they did fucking what's
Yeah,
it
but
all
that
special,
that
Bad
wasn't
company.
that wasn't server side though.
Yeah.
That
You
was
guys
still
like
are
that Bad
acting
Company-
impressed by this. Like Siege hasn't been doing this since 2015.
Still
Is
bad
it-
bad
is
company
Siege
had
server
it.
side?
Like they weren't
Yes,
that bad.
the only
But
thing that's
also-
not the only thing that's client side is like the debris particles. Everything else is server side.
But this is on a much higher.
This is everything is
everything, yeah.
destructible. Like everything in the entire level can be
That's-
blown out. Like the
Right.
floors, the buildings, like you can literally be like what you're seeing here. So we're heading over, we've deposited cash, or someone's depositing cash and you have to go steal it from them. You could literally go, and I think I try on one of these, is go over there and like throw C4, blow the floor out, have it drop down, blow the wall out beside you, and have it lean to like the amount, like this bridge that we're on, this walkway can be like completely blown out. There's not something that it's not like locked in to what is destructible and what's not. Everything is, and it's all procedurally done. Like it's not, there's
Yeah.
nothing, like nothing will blow up
Wait,
the
it's
same way twice.
procedural maps?
It's
Procedural
procedural destruction,
Destruction.
not the maps.
Oh, well, that looked horrid.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, I'm not gonna. No, the game has got issues. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say that like
The-
you're not.
when you say everything's destructible, the two things I think of is balance is going to be a nightmare on map design and stuff like that. And if it's procedural destruction at that, then consistency and like being able to replicate certain tactics is
You
going
won't.
to be a nightmare as well. Which
You can't. There is no.
Yeah.
There is no, like you're seeing here. Like there's no like it's just
That's
not.
kind of cool to me
But
though.
to
like,
me, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is like,
you
to
gotta
me that
adapt
that
for
seems a
every
lot.
situation.
That seems a lot
can't
better
have,
to
like-
me than in comparison to like Siege, where it's
Where
like
you have like metas and pixel
specific
peak.
maps where
Yeah.
like there's one little corner that you can blow out the fucking corner of, and you can shoot anybody in the entire
You
map.
might not
like
have that, and you have to adapt to that. You know.
Yeah.
I think that's
Um,
kind of cool.
Where this game, so that's where it shines. It shines in the ability that you can, it really is fun to get in this world and play around with it. Where it stops to shine is in this, because it's trios, like you play in groups of 3. Solo play is absolutely terrible. It's fucking the
Imagine.
worst experience in your entire existence, because you only get 2 respawns, like at all, like free respawns. And then if you die past the 2, your entire team has to die, and then you wait like 20 seconds and then you'll come back, or 30 seconds and then you'll come back. And then the other side of it is that you are going to have problems where like,
so that they
You're
can kill
just-
you. You're just
Yes.
like, if I can't live, then you can't kill me.
well, I didn't know that was I didn't know the map well enough. But the other part of it too is the amount of bullets that it takes to fucking kill somebody.
Yeah,
Like,
it seemed like time to kill was a little up
you
there.
are
Like you unloaded
just-
like 3 clips into that, like 3 magazines into that guy, and I was like,
Yeah.
It's a little much.
you're dumping mags into people. And there's definitely a balance issue when it comes to like heavy versus light. So light, you can move very, very quick. You have a grappling hook, so you can swing all over the place. It reminds me very much of like Team Fortress, right? Team Fortress 2, where you're
I was getting
moving
those vibes.
and doing all these kind of crazy things. The heavy, very slow, but you have like this big machine gun. You have a LMG, so you can put a lot of damage down range, but it's the damage is not as you don't kill
Are the
like
weapons will lock the classes?
yes.
Okay.
The other issue is the sniper, right? So the sniper reminds me very much of like COD, old school, like Modern Warfare 2 sniper, where like if you can quick scope, you can just 1-tap somebody and 2-tap somebody, especially if they're a light. And it's
You
like,
blew up your own ladder.
You just blew up your
Yeah.
own ladder.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool though, because like you can completely seal off
That is
access
cool.
to that
Yeah.
ladder at that point. Like if you want to get strategical, like
Even to yourself.
yeah,
like
I mean,
I want to
Very
play
true.
the game with more people.
This seems like it's going to have a high amount of frustration factor. Like
don't
some,
know.
some of the positives I could very easily see, especially if hackers get a hold of this and like do what hackers
think-
do. I think this is going to be
I think they need to dial it back on the destruction just slightly. Like it needs to be not everything. Like still have it as a decent chunk of the the terrain is destructible, but they need to
yeah.
go down
See,
down
I-
that route of like
Maybe
well, hold up. They need to go down that route of what's it called, Battlefield Bad Company, where like a lot of their terrain was destructible, but there was still portions of that terrain that were, still able to be
or like
unlocked.
density to like the objects that are destructible. Like some stuff destroys really easily, and the more dense objects, take longer or barely budge, but maybe everything still be destructible. Just have more of like a scale of it.
What are the game types like? Well, like what are the matches?
There's only
Like-
2. You have quick play, which is the same exact game type. as a, and
Well,
then you have
what's the
tournament
game
play.
mode? Like, what's the objective? Is it like
You
TDK?
No, you get cash, and your object, like, you have to finish within. If you play quick mode, it's
Looks like
whoever has
TPM.
the who has the well, it's not though. It's solely based on the amount of money. You could have the most amount of kills in the entire lobby. If you haven't deposited a single dollar into the vault, you don't win. So it
Oh.
is it is all about taking basically a capture the flag, but there's multiple flags. And
Kind of like
you have,
Hood, right? Wasn't that like Hood Outlaws? They did that kind of like money like heist thing.
Oh
yeah.
God, I
Kinda.
forgot about that game.
Yeah, I remember
Um
that.
Yeah, so did everybody else.
but
Yeah,
there
yeah.
is, so the main mode is tournament
Like
mode,
literally everybody else.
which you are playing there's multiple tiers, right? And you're playing multiple games, and you have to finish within the top 2, I think, of each round to get to the next round. And then you'll finally get to the finals, which is just a team versus team thing. The problem that this entails is that the cash increments, they go to 7, and then from 7 I think it goes to like 9 or 10,000, and then from there the last cash is 18,000. It's like 13 or 18,000. So you could literally be dog shit the entire time, losing terribly, and then get fucked, and or like fuck the other team up somehow, and be able to just quickly take their 18,000 vault and win, like go to
You know
number
what?
1 and win.
That was my exact problem with Outlaws as well.
Yeah, Hood
Right.
Outlaws.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a problem with heist, like these types of
Yeah.
modes, because you can't
Their
act
anti-snowballing features actually work as a detriment.
right.
Yeah.
Like there's no way to, like, because killing the other team doesn't reward you enough, which I get. Like, I don't think that it should, right? Because you shouldn't be able to just sit back and kill and get more money than what it would be to deposit and do the objective. But the objectives aren't enough to where like in my mind, I feel like it should be instead of raising the increment of amount of cases that are the value that you're getting, it should be how many drops are on the map. So instead of there, like when you start off, I think there's like 2. And then at the end of it, they should be, hey, the deposit time is a lot quicker, but there's 7 cases on the map versus the standard, which I think it goes to like 1 case at the very end. So
Right.
I don't know. The game has some fun elements, and it can be really fun. But I want to play with like you guys. I need a team to be able to actually get the full reality of what this game is.
I might give it a try if I can get into the just to see what it's like while I'm
Yeah.
waiting for X Defiant to come out.
But here's a great example of just you pump ammo down. And I think that this is where they really need to fix it. I think TTK is way too long, like way too long on
I was
this.
about to say it's higher than Apex TDK,
Yeah.
and Apex has what some consider too long of a TDK. So
Yeah, it's nutty. It's
Is there
absolutely
is there
nutty.
like armor and stuff as well
Nope.
to make it longer? No, so
it's all based on your class, I'm guessing.
Yep. So heavy has
Okay.
the most amount of health. There is a healer, which is the medium class, and then the light is the like.
Why didn't
the
you blow
easiest
through
class
that
to-
wall? I saw what you were
That's it.
trying to
This
do,
is
and it
this
didn't
is
work.
not this is not me. This is some you're
Or what
watching.
that guy tried to do.
I don't know, but so you know, and you can zip line, and again,
The movement looks nice.
It-
I'll
yeah,
give it that. Like,
it reminds me of like
Reminds me of Mirror's Edge movement.
Yep, I was gonna
Yeah,
say like
yeah.
TF2 meets Mirror's Edge, you know, and out of the games that we've tried, like Super People and whatever, like this seems like the most like solid and like, well, at least like it functions well, it plays
Functions,
well,
yeah.
it feels okay, but like I will say there is no like tactic feedback at all. Like when you're shooting somebody, you don't feel like you're fucking shooting them. Like it feels really fucking like you're just on paper.
Speaking of Mirror's Edge, apparently there's a did you guys see there was a Easter egg in 2042's map for Mirror's Edge?
I did
I
not.
did not.
Yeah,
The new map.
Well, the new map apparently has like some kind of your Mirror's Edge Easter egg in it.
The
Interesting that we're talking about it.
last thing I'll say about this too, that kind of makes this wild, and I don't know if they're gonna leave it or whatever, but you know, and Team Fortress did these kind of things, and like Portal did these kind of things, and Boneworks did these kind of things. Like that turret that you're placing down, you can literally place that like on a block or substance, and you pick up things with almost like this like
Like toss
portal.
it.
Yeah, and you can literally put it on a chair and pick up the chair and walk around with the turret, like
Oh,
on
that's
the chair.
cool.
So
That's fun.
it opens up a lot of really cool doors, but I don't
I
know.
can see a lot of cool moments coming from this game. You know, like how Battlefield has their moments. You know, like I could see this could be a good clip kind of game. Like,
Yeah. Again,
but
there could.
I don't
I,
know.
I really do think the TTK needs to be turned on.
That's
Oh,
yeah.
ridiculous.
absolutely. I
Yeah,
think
I feel like
That's
too.
insane.
I'm fine with the destruction, but the TTK and their damaging is just way too low.
Yeah,
Like,
and I don't mind like long TTKs, but this is like turtle.
That's too
Like,
long.
this is
Way
like,
too long.
yeah.
also the last thing I'll say about the whole thing is, what does this font remind you of, by the way? Like, if you just turn this on,
Overwatch.
yep, it is 100%
Yeah.
fucking
Their-
Overwatch.
their entire-
Overwatch, when you open the scoreboard too.
Yeah, I was about to say their entire UI looks like an Overwatch UI.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they got. I mean, obviously, I don't think Overwatch has a patent on this or a trademark, but maybe. But it is very Overwatch. Like, when everybody was like, "Is this some kind of new Overwatch thing or like an Overwatch mod?" I was like, "Nope, this is a new game." So
Yeah.
But anyway, it's the finals. You can go request it on Steam if you want access. Well,
You won't get in.
to get into the beta. So and I think the beta is just ongoing. I don't think they're going to close this one off. I
Yeah,
think
it's going free to play too. So
It's
this
just
is
live. So yeah, and their monetization is not bad. The store's good.
yeah.
You know, all that stuff is really, really good. No,
you get to see.
you only get skins.
Oh.
You don't get any kind of like, there's no weapons. There is a season pass. Obviously like a battle pass or whatever.
That's fine.
So
Every game has it now.
yeah. So there you go. So that
What is the battle pass like, by the way? Because I've heard that the battle pass is kind of weird.
I didn't really take too much of a time to look at it, except for like they have well, at least in this one, I think, I don't know. From what I saw, the skins that were in it were the same skins you could buy in the store. But
Gotcha.
I don't really know. Like, I don't know if there was. I don't know why were people saying it was weird.
Like I heard that like the free battle pass gives you currencies that you then use to unlock different sections of like the paid battle pass or whatnot. And I don't know.
I didn't even see a premium battle, like I saw you could skip a bunch of levels, but I didn't see anything that defined it as a free or premium battle pass. Like, I just saw everybody has access to the battle pass. Now, again, that may just be for the beta, but I don't remember seeing like a freemium version and a premium one. Like Destiny and most of these have like a free tier and a premium tier. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I just saw it as
Okay.
one. So
Yeah, just from what I've heard, the battle pass is like premium currency is the primary reward from the battle pass.
One more thing. Did you turn into a toy soldier when you die?
yeah. So again,
that
it's
random-
in a VR. So like you turn into like this little like thing. You can see it there. This guy.
Yeah, I
The
was like,
crazy
what is-
thing about this though is that, again, because of the destructibility, because of the movement, you can pick that thing up and toss it. So like you could
you
kill
toss,
an
like,
enemy.
your enemies.
Yes, you could kill an enemy team, pick up their fucking revive token and move it so that they can't
Throw it off the map.
yeah, it's got some moments, like, and they turn on this thing like dead go boom. They have like low gravity, so if you kill somebody they blow up. They have low gravity mode that turns on. A lot of cool features, right? I just I want to see what it's like.
I want to see where
more
this game
people.
goes. I'm
Yeah.
really, really curious.
Yeah, this has the most potential that I've seen out of the games that we have seen in the past, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
the only-
I'll
only
at
scary
least
thing is
give it
next
that.
on to me.
I'm skeptical on it. But I'm interested to see where it goes. It's definitely better than that Ubisoft game that they had.
Well,
that
Um,
battle royale that
yeah,
lasted
yeah,
for
yeah.
like
Oh,
6
the
months.
Hyper or something.
Hyperscape.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that and Super People. Like, and I know Super People was a battle royale, but Super People.
Problem with that was what they're pulling in that game. That game is sketch.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that my information is out there now.
Definitely mine too.
So anyway, the finals. Check it out. Why do I have to say goodbye to him? I already say goodbye to him during the show. Yeah, I don't. When we do this live, I say goodbye. Okay, well, fine. Hey, guys, for all you people that are not tuning into us live when we do this on YouTube, and I guess not listening to us on Spotify, right? They can get it on Spotify. Oh my God. Okay, hey, thanks, guys. This is Sin. Thanks for tuning into the show. We'll catch you whenever we catch you because you're not there live. Bye.